So Glenn, we've just come out with our annual list of the most powerful celebrities in America, and you rank number 34th this year. With incredible, you earned $90 million by our estimation in 1 year. And what's amazing to me about that is the business side of this is that you've gone off, you've left the world of cable television, and you've built this amazing empire, sort of cracking the internet code. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
It's almost scary, isn't it?
I think it's scary in a wonderful way. I mean, most people have been looking at this stuff in a terrified of the new media, and you've gone out and embraced it.
You know, I think what has happened is, I've assembled an amazing team, all the way down from the people that are on the floor of all of our studios, to the people that answer the phones, to the people that are putting the shows together. And then we've just embraced it without fear. I mean, if we fail, we fail. And when you have that attitude, it changes everything.
In terms of, it's got to have been a little bit scary, as you said, to have left Fox. I mean, that transition, you guys went from 0 to 300,000 subscribers within 1 year. And that's something that you can do because you're such passionate, loyal fans. Can other people really, other personalities, I mean, how can you do that?
I think if you stand for something, and it doesn't, it doesn't matter what you stand for, I think. You just have to be real, genuine, and not betray that audience, whatever it is. The size of it depends on, how popular what you happen to believe is. But as long as you don't betray people, and as long as you're genuine, that's what people are starving for, I think, somebody who is genuine. And that's what we've tried to hire as we begin to expand our shows, is capture people who really mean what they say and say what they mean, aren't playing from the same left and right box, just might be confusing at times for people. I mean, just in the last couple of weeks, I've confused people because I've agreed with Michael Moore, and I think today it was Bill Maher.
What's happening, man?
What's happening is I'm consistent. Sometimes they're all over the road. When you're consistent, that makes a difference to people. At least I'm talking politically speaking, that makes a difference. And if you find a way to be who you are and then be entertaining and informative as well, I think you can do it.
Do you think that without all those years of being the third highest rated radio host in the country, and then having the platform of Fox News sort of in its, what would say, heyday, you could have, I mean, can somebody with a voice, a genuine voice, as you say, build it only online, or having those big platforms then going online obviously made it easier. But is it possible to break out only online by being genuine and authentic and so forth?
If you don't have any image at all, I think it would be hard. But I think the time is coming when that's the way it will break out. The secret is, can you have more than 15 minutes of fame? I mean, there's somebody that can do an outrageous, YouTube video and get some fame, and then it's over, the next week. That's always a challenge. But I think to look at the landscape as it always has been in the past, where it was the networks that drove everything, I think those days are coming to an end. And there will be a new model. I'm not sure what that new model is exactly to find the new talent, but it will look very similar to what's out on the internet now. Now, how do you take that and turn that into something? Somebody will do it.
Do you have any fear, sort of, because you have this really loyal audience that signed up and they chose to pay a subscription fee, that in a sense that you end up preaching to the choir? You're already talking to people that already agree with you, and the people that wouldn't necessarily pay to listen to Glenn Beck are not going to get sort of that, I turned on the television and there he was and he said something interesting.
Yeah, there's always that fear. I mean, it was one of the things that really gave me pause when we were getting ready to leave television. But you have to balance it with, can you continue to be what somebody else wants you to be, or, what your contract said you would do? I mean, I always had a fear when I was at CNN and at Fox that, that wasn't my sandbox, that was theirs. And I'm not going to come in and, you know, mess up their sandbox. I will play by their rules, you know, and not violate anything that that would hurt them and damage them. Here, I can be exactly who I am, and I'm only hurting myself if I make a mistake or whatever. And that adds a lot of freedom. However, the fear was, we will just be talking to our Uber fans. But I don't think that's happened. As you know, we're expanding pretty rapidly on cable and going back into cable now the way we wanted to. We had people come to us and offer us, hey, we'll partner with you, or how about if we, you know, sell this channel to you, or this part of programming you would take over, or, you know, whatever. But then I would still be working for somebody. Now we're going back into the cable industry as owners. I think I'm the only person in the world that owns their own network wholly and is able to only answer to me, not even a bank.
So in terms of, you know, you don't like working for other people, but now you have a bunch of people working for you. Do you have any sort of fear of becoming the suit yourself? Of becoming...
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I say all the time, we cannot create what we've just left. We can't be Fox, we can't be CNN, we don't want to be any of those things. And I think that will solve itself, because while I just bought a, what is it, 75,000 square foot movie studio, the idea is that this...
And that's the one in Dallas, right?
Yeah, the one in Dallas. It won't be used just for what we're doing now at the Blaze. We have every intention on doing movies and also scripted television that we hope to be moving into shortly, but then also be able to provide other people space for the projects that they're working on. That's one reason why I'm doing Man in the Moon this summer, is I have every intention of creating another Skywalker sound, Industrial Light and Magic, to be able to provide those services for other creative types. And I think when you don't look at yourself as a network, but you look at yourself more as a brand, you'll be able to find those people who are out there who want to remain independent and partner with them. And that's what will keep us nimble. We can never become the structure of the other people, or we will turn into everything that they've already created.
So you know that Fox is in the process of splitting its assets into an entertainment and I think they call it a media division. And on one side you have the newspapers, the Wall Street Journal, the HarperCollins book label. On the other side you have Fox News and the movie studio and so forth. You want to give any advice to your ex-employers as you go forward and find success in this brave new world?
Yes. Here's my advice for the Fox media empire.
Sure.
Don't listen to me. I mean, I think they've done pretty. I think they've done pretty well for themselves. I don't have any advice to offer them. I'm scratching for all the advice. Do you have any advice for me, Mike? Because
I think you're doing fantastically well. I mean, honestly, I think it's an inspiration to see somebody go out and embrace the new media and have such success with it. So thank you very much for spending some time.
Thank you.